Imagine walking into a room full of strangers and leaving with allies, admirers, even a few future friends. Not by pretending to be someone else, not by forcing charm, but simply by understanding the hidden language of connection. Sounds like magic? It's not. It's the ancient art of winning friends and influencing people. And no, it's not manipulation. It's about unlocking something far more powerful: genuine human connection. Let's be honest, we live in a world obsessed with followers, likes, and viral content. But the real currency of success? Relationships, friendships, influence. You can have the best ideas in the world, but if you can't connect with people, they're just pixels on a screen. The good news? This isn't some mystical talent reserved for the extroverted elite. It's a learnable skill, and today we're diving deep into how to master it, not just for success, but for a richer, more fulfilling life. The first rule: make people feel important genuinely. Here's a truth bomb. Everyone is walking around with an invisible sign on their forehead that says, "Make me feel important." If you can read that sign and respond to it, not with flattery, but with sincerity, you've already won half the battle. Take Sarah, for example. She works at a busy coffee shop. Her manager, Jeff, never remembered her name, never asked how her day was, just barked orders. Then one day a new supervisor came in, called her by name, thanked her for staying late, asked how her weekend went. Sarah's attitude flipped. She smiled more, worked harder. Why? Because someone made her feel seen. People don't remember what you say. They remember how you made them feel. When someone feels valued in your presence, they associate that feeling with you. The secret sauce: listen like you mean it. We often think influence comes from talking, but actually it starts with listening. Deep, undivided, awkward silence allowing listening. Most people don't listen. They wait for their turn to talk. You ever had a conversation where the other person was clearly just waiting to drop their next story? You feel unheard, unseen. But when someone really listens, like really listens, it's magnetic. They lean in, they nod, not because it's polite, but because they care. And in that moment, they become rare, influential, trusted. Want influence? Talk less, ask more, then shut up and listen. Names are not just labels, they're power words. Dale Carnegie once said, "A person's name is, to that person, the sweetest sound in any language." And he wasn't wrong. Using someone's name is like pressing the connect button on a social switchboard. Ever get a text that starts with, "Hey, your name?" Doesn't it feel more personal, more warm? Try it. Use people's names in conversations, but don't overdo it like some strange robot salesman. Say it when it counts, when you greet them, when you thank them, when you say goodbye. It makes a difference. Avoid arguing, win hearts, not battles. Here's a fun little paradox. The best way to win an argument is to avoid it. Why? Because even if you win, you lose something more valuable: the other person's goodwill. Nobody likes to feel wrong, even when they are wrong. If you push too hard, you might win the point, but you'll lose the person. Instead, agree where you can. Acknowledge their perspective. Say, "You might be right," or "That's a good point." Then gently offer your view. It's not about being right, it's about being heard without making someone feel small. Admit when you're wrong, and watch the room shift. Let's do a little ego check. Think about the last time someone apologized to you sincerely. No excuses, no but, just, "I was wrong." Powerful, right? Now flip it. Imagine if you did that. Admitting when you're wrong doesn't make you weak. It makes you human. It disarms people. It invites trust. If you mess up, own it. Say it simply: "I messed up." People will respect you more for it. The art of encouragement. People rise to expectations. Here's a wild fact. People often become who we expect them to be. If you treat someone like they're lazy, they'll meet that expectation. But if you treat them like they're capable and hardworking, even if they're not yet, they'll rise to meet it. A teacher once told a group of students they were gifted, part of a special high IQ experiment. Their performance soared. Later, it turned out, there was no experiment. They were randomly selected. What changed? Belief, expectation, encouragement. Be the person who sees potential where others see problems. Encourage, uplift, expect more, and people will give you more. Smile, yes, really. This one sounds almost too simple. But seriously, a smile can change everything. Not the creepy, forced, serial killer grin. A real, warm, "I'm happy to see you." Smile, it's free, it's contagious, and it sets the tone. You could be having the worst day, but a smile can open doors, lighten moods, and make people feel welcome. We underestimate how much energy we give off. Your face is the billboard of your attitude. Make it inviting. Let others talk about themselves. Want to be instantly more likable? Let people talk about their favorite subject, themselves. It's not narcissism, it's human nature. People feel good when they share stories, passions, and opinions. So give them the stage. Ask about their weekend, their hobbies, their weirdly specific love for 17th century French architecture. Be curious. When people talk about themselves and you care, they'll associate that joy with you, and that's influence. Plant ideas, don't shove them. Ever tried to force an idea on someone? Doesn't go well, does it? People resist being told what to think, but if they come to the conclusion themselves, game over. They own it. They believe it. Instead of saying, "You should do this," try, "What do you think about this?" Or, "Have you considered?" It's subtle, but it works. It makes the idea feel like theirs. And when people own the idea, they act on it. Be authentically interested in others. You can't fake this part. If you want real influence, you have to care. Not pretend, not mimic. Care. That means slowing down, paying attention, asking about someone's day, and actually listening to the answer. People can sniff out fake like a bad cologne. But when you're real, when your interest is honest, it shines through. And people are drawn to that like moths to a warm human flame. Humor break, because you're not a robot. Let's take a quick break. Because if all this sounds heavy, remember, being likable and influential doesn't mean becoming some polished, perfect, social ninja. It means being you, but better. With a dash of empathy, a sprinkle of self-awareness, and maybe a little less interrupting during dinner parties. Laugh at yourself. Be okay with awkward silences. Share weird stories. Humans connect with humans, not highlight reels. The long game. Influence is earned, not taken. You can't demand influence. You earn it, over time, with consistency, humility, and presence. Think of it like gardening. You don't scream at the seed to grow. You water it, tend to it, let the sun do its thing. Same with people. Be patient, show up, invest in the relationship before you need something from it. That's how real influence grows, quietly, steadily, authentically. Conclusion. So let's recap. Not the tricks, but the truths. Make people feel important. Listen deeply. Use names. Avoid arguments. Admit your mistakes. Encourage people to be their best. Smile. Let others talk. Suggest. Don't shove. Be genuinely interested. Stay human. This isn't about being manipulative. It's about being more human in a world that's often too distracted to connect. And when you do that, really do that, you don't just win friends. You change lives, including your own. If this resonated with you, if you're ready to level up your relationships and become someone people trust, respect, and remember, hit that follow button. We've got more wisdom coming your way, and trust me, this journey, it's only just getting started. Let's build real influence, the kind that matters, together.